You're not allowed to stream music anymore.
Welcome to the podcast where we talk about anything and everything that comes out of the crap chute. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host,
Baba Booey.
James. I call him James. Everyone else calls him Jimmy. It just works like that.
It's a little bit quirky at night.
Well, James, a lot of things have happened this week.
A lot of stuff I told you a lot of things that have happened, by the way.
Sorry?
There is a lot that's happened, and I've like vaguely alluded to it, but I haven't told you anything.
Yeah, and I was trying it. I was just piecing it in my mind, trying to like understand what you were saying to me, but I just couldn't put two and two together.
At some point, I said I sent you a message. I think, yeah, my mom is insane rant on the pod this week. Woo woo.
Do you want to start with that?
Yeah, my mother is insane. Clinically.
I think we've established that in previous episodes. If you're a newer viewer, you might not have seen those. But James' mother is probably one of the most wholesome people to have ever been born on this planet.
You know, she's so wholesome that she's been calling us day and night for the past.
And actually, I've been meaning to tell you this, but William doesn't exist. It was actually your mom. I just thought I'd bring that up now, but
my mother.
I thought I'd bring that up now that I don't go to the gym with William. I just go to the gym with your mother. And it's not William that's able to deadlift 500.
Your mom joke. It's the most roundabout thing you could do.
Yeah. So she's been ringing you guys up, and you just been leaving her on read or something, or what's going on?
She's since I think like Saturday, we've been getting phone calls from her.
Mm-hmm.
Or not Saturday. I think it was Sunday actually is when it first started. But we've been getting phone calls, and first she called me, she called my dad. My reaction to it is on stream. I had to get up at one point because I was getting a phone call. I took it, and I realized it was my mom, and I'm like, God fucking damn it. And then she called me. I did that phone call. I talked to her, and she was like, "You're keeping my daughter from me. You're keeping her from me." And we're like, "What?" And she's like, "You've stolen her away, and you won't let me talk to her."
Wait, so your mother's saying you've stolen her daughter?
Mm-hmm. Even though her daughter hasn't lived with her for So I got a phone call, and I saw it was my mother.
Mm-hmm. And I answered the phone, and then I said, "Can you wait just a moment?" I like we decided to play the same thing at the same time.
And she's like, "You've stolen my daughter away from me. You've taken her, and you won't let me see her." And we're like, "What?" And she's like, "You won't let me speak to her. What have you done? What have you done?" And we're like, "What? We didn't do anything."
No, don't blame her. It's just a joke. It's just a prank because she
At
just
no
finished.
Point did I blame her, JD?
She just finished watching the movie. She just finished watching the movie Taken with starring
Liam Neeson.
So she was just trying to prank you with the same phone call he made, where he's like, "I will find you. You've taken my daughter from me. I will find you."
And we're all like in shock. We're like, "What?" Because she's calling me and she's calling my dad while he's at work and stuff.
I have a very particular set of skills.
And she's also calling our house and leaving messages. And I think I got like 5 phone calls in the same day from her. And
you don't block her? I'm surprised you don't have her blocked.
JD, she has like 8 different phone numbers, and she constantly has a new one. That you can't block this person.
There's no blocking this person.
I cannot stress this enough. This isn't a problem you can fix by blocking. I've done it. I've tried. She always has a new phone number. My mother is William Afton.
Well, don't worry. From now on, you don't have to block her because now you can just use her for content on the crap chat.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't have to do anything.
It's not like those Zoomers. It's not like those Zoomer thing I've ever said. Like, oh yeah, let's just use it for views.
I mean, that's what we're doing, aren't we?
Yeah.
And she's calling us, and she's like, "You won't let me speak to her," and I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "You could just call her," and she's like, "She's not at school, I know," and I'm like, "Denise, I dropped her off at school. I watched her sign in because she was late. I know she's at school." And she's like, no, I checked. I'm like, "What do you mean you checked? Did you go up there? What did you do?" I don't think she knows what school my sister goes to.
Hmm.
I think she thinks that she goes to the school that we went to.
Palo?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were comfortable with us saying it because I know you sometimes are like, no, don't say city.
I mean, it's just one word. I don't think they'll. There's probably plenty of schools named Palo. So,
Verde.
well, I was like, going to say the second part of the name. What are you crazy?
What second part, JD? You edited it out. Sorry, I misclicked, so it took me a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm like, no, I didn't. And so she like hangs up because like she then goes on screen mode. She's like, I have several delusional messages from my daughter telling me that you've kidnapped her and that you're not letting me see her. I will find her. I will take her, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. And it's like, this is literally what William
Bowser.
Afton said in the
No,
security breach
it's what
trailer.
Bowser said in the first Super Mario Brothers trailer.
I don't know, but he can
And who's
stop
gonna
me.
stop me? That's
Mario
really funny,
Brothers.
actually.
It is funny because then this went on for the whole week. And it continued day after day, 8 o'clock at night sharp. She would always give us a call on our home phone. Me and my dad still received several calls. My little sister called her and explained things. She didn't answer, so she had to leave a message. She's still calling, she's still texting.
Hmm.
And it's just been constant harassment of her going, You've stolen my daughter, and I have several delusional messages saying that she wants me to come get her and take her away. Where is she? Where is she? And now my mom is like trying to
Well, maybe you
convince
should
my
pull a
dad.
funny prank on your sisters. Like, we're gonna go on a little field trip. And
So,
you just
so
offer up as a
funny thing,
sacrifice so
JD.
she stops calling you.
Funny thing, my mom is like, I want to go to the fair this weekend, and I want Johnny to come with me. Only Johnny,
I want to
just
go to the
me and
fair.
her. She's like, I just want me and
You know
her to
the
be the ones
fair
to
that's
go.
back in town. I want to go there.
The fair is like an hour away, and she's like, I want it
The
to be just me and
carnival is
Johnny.
back in town.
Firstly, Johnny doesn't have a car anymore, so she can't like drive away if she gets uncomfortable. Secondly, she's like, I want it to be just me and her.
She
No,
could drive the broken ass car, right? You still have that one?
yeah, that's mine.
And
And no, suffer. You shouldn't have cried.
uh, yeah.
Should have hit that poor
I
grieving
mean, it just
man.
sounds like a wholesome like family outing that she wants to go on with
Oh
just
yeah,
your little sister.
it would be wholesome if it wasn't for the context.
What's the context?
She's batshit 100% insane.
She sounds perfectly in her normal state of mind to me. I mean,
I'm gonna be honest, JD. I'm pretty sure she's
I'm not
gone.
gonna lie, James. I feel like the things
I'm
she
not gonna
says
lie,
is not
JD.
too far
I'm,
away
I'm
from the things you say to me sometimes on a daily
I'm not gonna
basis.
lie, JD. One of the phone numbers she's called us on turns out to be a hotel hot like landline.
Hey, she's doing pretty well for herself. She's went to a hotel.
No, I think she's going into a hotel and using their phone because she thinks we blocked her on her or their phones.
Wait, so she just calls you with a different number no matter
Yes,
what?
like I'm telling you, she always has a new number. She'll get a new phone. She'll find some other way to contact you.
Why not just don't answer it?
Don't. I answered once and I never did again. She still calls.
Oh, and
She's
you just know
harassing
that
my
it's her,
father.
even though it's a different number.
Yes, because nobody else calls.
But what if it's just me?
JD, I have your number saved.
Well, yeah, little do you know, I've been calling you on hotel landlines, posing as your mother, and as your mother has only called you once actually. And I hate to tell you this right now, but it was me, James. I was the one calling you.
Did you send me the text?
I was the one calling you on random numbers just to fuck with you and harass your family this entire time. Because you see, the
JD,
thing is, the fair is in town,
JD,
and
are you the one that texted me, son? Ott's mom with two M's. Dot dot dot. Both phones turned on. What did going on with Johnny Dunn? Dot question mark.
I
Be
think it's
true
pretty
to
wholesome
you.
that she cares so much
Please
about what's happening
contact
with your
me.
little
Be
sister.
true to you.
I mean, in her mind, she thinks you kidnapped her, right? So, I mean,
Hmm. You know the thing that she wants to do.
no, she's just rightfully taking
No,
back what's
no.
hers.
You, you sounded like the guy from the fucking Logan movie, the guy with the robot hand who goes, "No, no."
Yeah, the amputee.
Yeah, when fucking Wolverine's daughter is like walking at him with the decapitated head, and he's just going, "No,
No,
no,
let's calm down now. No need to
come
get
on, Laura,
violent.
calm down. No, no, no." Yeah, yeah, I sent you the text and everything from my
I
lovely
like
mother.
I like it's like 2 days apart from the text.
It's well because there was like
How could
40
you
phone
tell
calls
it's how
between
could
it.
you tell it's your mom? I mean, it could be anybody.
There's a signature on every text. I don't even
That's
have the
not a
number saved.
signature. That's just some random it's just some random word.
No matter what number she texts us from, that's always the signature.
Thank you for telling me that's the signature, because now I'm gonna put that at the end of every single text I send you. And I'll start
You
it
put
with
the
son,
you put
Ott's
that in the video
mom.
description. Can you
Yeah, I
just sign
could.
off the video description with
It's gonna be
future
in
to
every
you?
single video description from now on. All I'm laughing about it was probably, uh, probably a traumatic event for you.
No,
But
it's kind of just the usual.
what, you've grown out of it now? You think you're a
I've
big
grown,
boy now? You think you're a
I've
big
grown out,
boy?
I've grown out of being harassed by my family members. Yes,
You'll never grow out of it, James. It'll stick with you
I mean
forever.
it'll stick with me. I'm not gonna be affected by it anymore. Listen, it can happen all at once. I've moved on. I've grown. My character arc is over.
I like how if she thinks that you kidnapped her daughter, the first thing she does is just call you the kidnappers instead of like police or something.
Well, the thing is, she's telling us that she was trying to contact my sister, but like she couldn't, and I think that's what she means by
Oh,
that
so
all
that's why she
phones turned
thinks you
on.
kidnapped her?
Yeah.
Oh, she thinks you pulled an Andrew Tate and like took away her passport and
Also,
her phone and
that has been our worry is that the cops are going to be contacted.
oh, like she'll call the cops on you.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that because it's not too out of the norm. She would. She has tried convincing people in the past that we've abused her, which
I
was
mean, I mean,
untrue.
I'm convinced. She called me.
I mean, it was violence she committed on herself. I literally have it on video.
I mean, sometimes.
I have video evidence of her throwing herself out of a chair. I mean,
Well, I mean,
I
video
think I'm
evidence
fine.
isn't like end all be all.
Kitty, I was
It
like
could be
5 feet away
faked. I
from
mean,
her. I was 5 feet away from her.
it
There's
could
no
be
way it could have
faked 5 feet
done.
away from her. I don't. It could be deep faked,
Yeah, I green screened.
CGI'd. Yeah.
Yeah, I wore a Green Man suit. I look like Jack Black in his Bowser costume.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's you're gonna go to the fair with your mother then?
No,
Why not?
because I'd rather kill myself. I didn't want to go to the fair to begin with. My sister does. I don't, and I'm definitely not going if she's gonna be there.
Oh, does your sister want to go to the fair?
Yeah, she wanted to go with her friend, and then our dad is like convinced that this is a whole secret ploy from my sister and my mother. He's like, "Oh, they really want to go, but they don't want to say it."
Like your dad's like, maybe your sister's in cahoots with her. They want to go to the
Maybe
fair.
not. And I put a hand on his shoulder and I go, maybe not. You gotta make that a soundboard piece, by the way. But maybe
Maybe
not.
not. I don't know where the sound clip is from him saying that.
Can you like just take like record a YouTube video and then just transport
You
it
know
to
what?
an
If you
MP4?
send me a video with that sound in there, I can put it in the soundboard.
I can try, yeah. Do you need like just the
There's
sound
got to
or the
be a clip
whole?
of it on like
Is
TikTok
it
or
fine
something,
if
right?
there's like a whole clip and other stuff and you can edit it down, or do you need just that
Yeah,
sound?
all I need is that him saying maybe not in whatever form you want to give me that in. As long as that's there, I can cut it out and put it as a sound.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'll go deep diving on TikTok.
You can do it whenever.
I'm
Maybe
doing it
not right
right
now
now.
since we're kind of in the middle of something, but
Before you even said maybe not right now, I blurted out I'm doing it right now.
anyway, some other things have been happening.
Yeah.
I think my aunt has relapsed. My aunt has relapsed. Similar to your mother, she has a new number now.
Ooh.
And actually
It's me,
before
JD. It
before
was
I
me
think
all along.
and before I think she had a private number. I don't even know how you get a private number, but she had one. Maybe she was just
How
like,
do you get a private number?
well, I mean, it's just because if you're a law-abiding citizen and you've done nothing wrong, then it's just normal to complete to get a private number and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
So yeah, she's been there was a like a stretch of time where she stopped gambling, I think, or something like that. Maybe she just ran out of money. But then she's like, I think she texted me once, like a few months ago. She's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm just gonna not gonna gamble
It's
anymore.
over.
I'm gonna leave it up to the Lord, and I'll work out all my problems first, and that's
It's
it.
over, Yugi.
And I'm like, okay. So she stopped texting me for like a few months, but then she started texting me again and was like, JD, your birthday came out on the lottery today. Should have played that. I was like, oh really? And I look at it, and it says like 832 or something, and I'm like, yeah,
Mhm.
I guess yeah, that's my birthday. August 23rd. So I guess the numbers are there, but
Oh, I
misarranged.
missed your birthday?
Yeah, but it could also be March 28th, and it could also be February. No. See, the thing is, she's making all these like connections, like she's trying to
She's
draw
Rain
these
Manning it.
lines with how the lottery numbers are drawn with like birthdays or like
Hey, she's a pure
horoscopes
genius.
or someone.
You're just a doubter, a hater.
And it reminds me of the same logic leaps you have to go through to justify in your mind that the Halo TV show is actually good and the
No, this
Batman
is
v
me having to
Superman's actually
justify that
good.
the name is Albie and not Evan.
And Zack Snyder's Justice League is any different from Joss Whedon's. I mean, all
It
these logical leaps you have to
truly
go
is, though.
through.
Like, not even
Oh,
joking.
don't interrupt me,
They're two
James. Don't
different
don't interrupt me.
movies.
Let me cook, James. Let me cook.
No, I think you cooked enough, JD. I think the kitchen's on fire.
No, I think you have to get out of the kitchen.
Jeannie, I think you need to put the spatula down.
No, James, I gotta cook, dude.
JD, please stop. That's
So all these
poison.
logical, and the funny thing is, she'll start rambling about random things,
Yeah?
and it just comes out of nowhere. She'll be talking about like, I think I sent you one of them today. She'll be like,
You did.
she
Wait,
sends me a
what was
text
it?
like that's like we need to get over the mountain. Love you guys. Sorry, hope you don't think bad about me. I'm
Right.
unisex.
I didn't even read the pieces above it. I literally
Mm-mm.
just saw the bottom
It
text.
was a prayer that she texted me, and then a YouTube
Dude,
link which I didn't click on.
my mother sends me YouTube links all the time, and I don't click on them anymore because they were always like weird, like
I
fucking
believe, yeah,
religious
I think that's
videos.
what it is. It's probably something religious or it's a music
Is
video.
your aunt my mom?
Well, I mean, birds of a flock fly together or whatever
It's
they say.
birds of a feather, you
My
fucking
bad, dude. I
moron.
don't know what the
Birds
term
of a
is.
feather,
Okay, boomer.
feather. Uh, 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 uh.
Yeah, she's pretty similar, but minus the fact that I think my aunt's a bit better because she doesn't, you know, she hasn't done the things that your mother has done.
My mom could beat your aunt in a fight.
Yeah, probably actually. Is your mother like a strong person? Would you say that she's a strong
Uh,
person?
when she's on drugs, yeah.
Well, obviously, yeah. They buff your attack by 50%.
Damage intake is infinitely decreased.
She's slurping that resistance potion. So anyway,
Fucking Fortnite drink noise.
yeah. So she started. It's funny because a lot of the things she said just comes out of nowhere, and it'll be like in the same text. Like what she'll talk about one thing and then immediately jump to to something like that just doesn't make any sense. The whole "I'm unisex" thing. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, what the fuck? What was that?
I don't know.
When did it come?
She mentioned zero about whatever unisex is before that picture I sent you. It was literally
You
sends me a prayer in a text, sends me a YouTube link, sends me we need to get over the mountain. Love you guys. I'm unisex.
you know what unisex is?
Is that an LGBTQ thing? I don't know.
From what I know,
Yeah,
it's
what is it?
just a type of like clothing or
Yeah, I
like
was about to say
something.
I only know it from clothing.
Unisex is, so I think what she's trying to say is that she's non-binary because unisex just refers to like a type of like clothing or like something
Oh
you can
man.
wear or use that does not matter for your type of
Yeah, I don't
gender.
know. I don't know if her Bud Light drinking hillbilly husband would like that.
Yeah, I think she's trying to say she's non-binary.
Well, that's a weird way of saying it, but
I like how one of the other like people also ask results is does unisex mean male or female? Because I think some
yeah, does
fucking
it mean like
idiots.
clothing for either gender? Like either one could wear it just fine?
Right, I was trying to like find like, hey, maybe there's like some sort of LGBT unisex term, but no, it's
No,
just
it's just
clothing.
a clothing thing.
As far as I can find, it's just clothing.
Yeah. And for some, I think my aunt used to have a house next to the
A
middle school.
unisex house?
Yeah, a unisex house next to the our middle school. You remember that? Our middle school?
Yes.
Her house was in that neighborhood.
Ooh.
But I don't think she has that house anymore.
Okay, I was about to say, can we go like record a podcast in the
And
front yard, or
it's
is that
weird
hollowed
because
ground?
I think it's cuz she gambled too much that she lost too much money and
Oh
couldn't off the
no.
house anymore. So
Oh,
she
I thought
doesn't
you were gonna
have that
say she
house.
gambled the house.
No, no, no. She gambled enough money that she can't pay for the house. Where
Hmm.
I think she moved into a mobile home. I never asked her
Oh.
anything about it, but now she's in a mobile home park, I think. And she has this weird
And
thing that she keeps asking from me, which is she always wants me to go over to her house and swim in like the pool for summer. And she's asked me that multiple times, and that's I don't know. That's just I'm not sure if that's just a normal thing relatives ask, like, hey, you should visit my trailer park home and swim in our pool.
yeah. What your relatives don't do it to you every day?
Did your mother ever ask you to go to the pool with her?
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
When she moved into an apartment.
See, I guess
Uh
it is a normal thing then.
well,
They come from the most normal people we know.
hmm it was also she definitely had normal relations with the people in that apartment complex, and I'm pretty sure she definitely didn't kidnap two kids at some point.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Very. My mother's scary.
She gets a bit quirky at night. Come on, James.
You should draw my mom as an animatronic.
Yes,
Laura.
she'll be withered Ballora.
With her baby.
She'll be what do they call it? Jaded Ballora.
Jaded.
Yeah.
Fucking jaded.
Yeah, maybe
That's such a that's such a great name for a fucking robot.
for an
Jaded
animatronic.
Ballora.
Yeah, the
Like,
jaded animatronics.
Wither makes sense. And then you just call one jaded. And it's like, oh, that's depressive.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is jaded Springtrap.
It's Springtrap after he had one too many beers, Bud
I'm gonna get a
Lights.
Guinness right now.
Should I wait? Did we talk about that in the crap shoot? I don't think we have.
No, we haven't. I
The
was
Bud
so
Light
excited for
thing
us to
that's
talk about
happening.
it.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I forgot
You
to
want to
send you this.
explain it because
I
I'm kind of eating right
yeah.
now. So
I'm also gonna send you the Bud Light video of the guy throwing it away.
cool.
So Bud Light, they have a new person that they're sponsoring, Dylan Mulvaney, who is from what I know, they were a Broadway performer and stuff. They had done the only musical that I'm aware that they did was the Book of Mormon, which was made by the people from South Park that just made fun of Mormon people, basically. Like,
Hmm.
hey, our religion is fucking weird.
Scientologists, yeah.
No, no, no. They made fun of them in South Park. Book of Mormon was something else.
Hmm.
But yeah, Dylan Mulvaney has recently transitioned as well, and he's being sponsored by Bud Light, and they're putting Dylan's face on a bunch of cans as well as like some pride flags on some other cans.
Hmm.
And there's a bunch of real men, real
Real
men.
man of genius.
There's some real men out here who are just up in arms. They're baffled. How could their loyal beer company do such a thing as make money?
Yeah.
And it's so funny because like people are having the most like insane reactions to it. Like, oh, okay, I think I might have found the video of the guy who's throwing away like all his fucking beer. Oh, it's an unavailable video. That's unfair.
Also, I guess it doesn't exist.
There's a lot of stitches, but
You
like I
always
can't
say
find the full
you always
video.
say you have the receipts, James, but I don't see any receipts.
Here, I can like send you stitched videos, but they're not gonna be like the full thing. But like it's this guy who has like a big garage, and it's a kind of nice looking garage. It's like one of those huge ones that you'll only find in like Ohio or some shit. My
Mhm.
my grandpa Paul, may his memory rest in peace. He has dementia now.
Oh, that sucks.
He used to have one. He's who I got my car from, by the way. So
Oh.
it used to be kept in a garage like this, and it was a very nice garage. It's one of those big ones, and he has like a lot of fridges. I don't know if this is the full video or not that I'm sending you. I'm just sending it to you, and I know at the beginning at least there's like a little bit
Hmm.
that shows him like picking out the beers from his
Oh yeah, I think
fucking
I've seen
fridge
this
and
video
going and throwing
actually.
away. It's so funny because it's insane the amount of beer this man has.
He
and
has
I,
like
and I
six refrigerators and they're all stocked up with beer.
and then there's also extra cases, and they're not like 12 can like packs or 24 packs.
No, they're like
They're like they're
48
like the
packs,
huge, yeah, it's like
64
insane.
packs.
It's
He's
he
got a
has
full
several of them.
Minecraft stack full of beers.
It's insane. This man, I
I
100%
respect that
believe he
guy.
went out and bought the
I
beer for the
respect that guy.
video.
Plus, his truck is
I,
huge too. That's
it's
awesome.
so it's insane.
Real man.
I can't believe it because it's so insane. It's and
It's
then
like if it reminds me of like if like a Korea if like an Asian B movie had to have a scene of like an American household, they'd have
yeah.
this guy like in
Jay,
there. They'd be like
I've been watching
Americans, they're balding and they got good facial hair and they drive giant monster trucks and they got beers, they got refrigerators full of beer.
I've been watching so on my Samsung TV there's they're like normal channels for Samsung TV, and I've been
Mhm.
watching the K movie channel, and yeah, I've seen a couple of movies where Americans are depicted just like
I'm
that.
surprised you like those
I
Korean B
love K
movies
movies. No, dude,
because those
they're
are like
so
the
fucking
least
good.
those are like
Holy shit.
those movies have like the least amount of representation I've ever seen. So I didn't think you would like them.
I don't know what you mean, man. I think there's too much.
Yeah.
There was a movie I saw today this morning when I first turned it on, and I saw a white man just in the background, and he's just an extra. But he looks like the rapper who's named Watsky, George Watsky, and he looks exactly like him. And I like paused. I'm like, what the fuck is Watsky doing in this random fucking Korean rom com? What the fuck? He's just a background character and he's gone. The next scene, he's gone
Dude,
as soon as
Korean
he
rom-coms
arrives.
are whack. I think I've seen
Dude,
some clips of it from what my mother and sister
dude,
watch, and they
there's some
suck from what I've
there's some
seen.
fucking cool
They're
ones though, man. Like
terrible.
fucking there's this really interesting like horror thriller called The Exchange.
Oh.
Fucking I'm
Should we
trying
do
to find
live
the name.
commentary tracks on Korean B movies?
Dude, I might
I'm
just
almost
start
sure
I might
we
just
can
start putting them on and just
I'm
recording
sure
them.
we can actually upload the video and probably won't get copyrighted. Or maybe we would, but
Dude, there's a
as long as
good
we
one.
cut it apart good enough.
There's a good one called The Roundup. It has the one guy from Eternals, is where a lot of people might know him. Mon Dong-seok. He's a fucking huge buff guy. And it's also got like a couple of the actors in it were just like random extras from Squid Games. And I just recently rewatched Squid Games too. And like I was recognizing them, like, holy shit, wait, was Squid Game just full of like a bunch of famous actors doing cameos? And I didn't even realize. Like
There
one
are a
of the
bunch of like B list actors.
Dude, no, it was like one of the main guards that you see in Squid Games was like one of the like side cop guys in this, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I was like, I recognize that face. I know that nose.
Yeah, he started a B movie, but he got the side gig in Squid Games.
Yeah, dude, he was one of the main like antagonists. He was fucking. It's good. Like it's a good movie, and I just sat down and watched it, and I'm like, fuck, they do movies so good. They're so artistic too. Like I was like,
Damn, I love the
fuck.
style, I love the cinematography.
Oh my god, I love the Roundup. It's a cop movie, but it's like about corrupt cops and they're kind of pieces of shit, but also like they're redeeming in ways.
Hell
And
yeah.
they go to a fucking gaming cafe and a gambling cafe. I mean, and
Oh, I
like they
thought you
just
were
see
about
this
to say
guy.
gaming cafe.
No, it's like a gambling one, and like it's just a cop standing there. It's this huge fucking buff guy, and he looks. And this like little scrawny, dorky looking guy comes out of the back smoking a cigarette. He's like, like, and then he looks at me, he's like staring at him, and it's a fucking great chasing because it's like, the buff guy's not gonna catch up because he's buff, he's too slow. So then he takes like a fucking roundabout, and it's this great like fucking physical stunt where he picks the guy up like after running from off screen, he picks him up and fucking slams him on the ground, and I'm like, it had to be real. They really just threw that man onto the concrete. Dude, they're good movies.
Mm.
So Bud
Oh, it's
Light,
good. Yeah, back to Bud Light.
people are losing their mind because it's not just this one guy doing it, it's a lot of people.
I mean,
And
I'm losing my mind. How am I supposed to drink my Bud Light if they got this Dave Magoni on it or whatever his name was?
Dylan
Her name
Mulvaney.
was.
Also, I think Dylan Mulvaney is Jewish as well, and that might be part of it.
Oh, that's even worse now. See, look now. Why you got to tell me this? Now I can't drink my Bud Light in peace. How am I supposed to get drunk off my many cans of of Jewish sponsored Bud Light in my 10 mini fridges in my garage?
But like, oh, so dumb. Why does he have so many fridges, and why are they so full of Bud Light? It's more than a lifetime supply. I was telling my dad about it. He's like, yeah, you gotta be supplied. Some people go through like a pack a week, and I'm like, it's not just a
Well, the funny
pack.
thing is, there's probably a
It's
lot of
not just a
dude.
pack.
There's probably a lot of guys like that, right? That's probably like Bud
There
Light's
has to be.
main. That's Bud Light's main customer base are
Yeah,
guys like that.
that guy owned their entire stock.
Hmm.
He threw away so much money, but he already bought it. So I mean, it's like, what point are you proving? Oh no, you threw away our cans that you bought. Thanks
Hmm.
for buying all of our party packs.
Yeah, the thing is, you already gave him your money, so.
It's the Nike situation. Fucking, I think it was Colin Kaepernick maybe took a knee during the Pledge of Allegiance or some shit, whatever, national anthem.
Hmm.
He took a knee during the national anthem, and everyone lost their fucking mind, and he just got a Nike sponsorship, and then everyone started burning their Nikes, and Nike was literally like, "You guys already bought the shoes. We don't care.
Well, it's not about the
You
money,
spent
James.
your money.
It's not about the
It
money,
is.
James. It's about
It
the
is
message.
because it doesn't matter.
It's about the message, James.
Yeah, the message of, hey, we're gonna keep buying more
Well, I mean,
shoes to
yeah,
burn.
maybe they are wasting their money, but Bud
It's not
Light
like they're
stocks.
burning books or some
I'm
shit.
pretty
Like
sure Bud
nothing's
Light
being
stocks
lost
also
here.
dropped like
They
a few
did, but
billion or
like
something, like 5 billion.
they did, but it's like it's still so insane. It's like, oh no, thanks for
I'm sure
buying
it's
our
just a
beers and then
temporary thing.
destroying them.
Like people will probably, they'll be angry right now and then they'll move on.
Yeah, it's not gonna change, and everyone's like, it's I'm moving to Coors. I'm moving to Coors beer now, and it's like, Coors
What's
also
confusing?
supports LGBT.
What's
Like,
confusing to me is that
lateral move.
what's confusing to me is that they like I think Bud Light said they wanted to do this in order to branch out to a new audience.
Hmm.
So I'm guessing they just want all the LGBTQ plus people to drink beer.
Right, but
Is that what
why
that
would
is?
I?
I mean, you already drink, right? Might as well drink Bud Light now. Don't you want to support the cause?
Bud Light fucking sucks.
You don't want to support the cause?
I cannot stress this enough.
Are you
Bud Light
telling me,
is
James,
so
that Bud
fucking
Light
boring.
wouldn't have put David Mol? Sorry, I forgot.
Dylan, Jesus
Dylan,
Christ,
my
dude.
bad. They wouldn't have put Dylan
The
as
name
the.
hasn't changed. It's still their name before transitioning. They didn't change it.
I forgot her name. That's all. You telling me they would have put a Davy on the cover if they would put David on the cover if she wasn't trans?
Um, no, I think they did it specifically for this. I don't believe that was. I don't think that they did not do that. I'm sure that's why they did it. I'm just saying personally, I like it's terrible. I'd rather drink Angry Orchard, which is good, or like fucking Smirnoff and shit.
Yeah,
Like
maybe
I'd
they
rather
should
have
have.
something that isn't just piss water.
Yeah, maybe they should have focused on making their beer taste better instead of that
Yeah.
ad
Oh,
campaign.
dude. Oh, speaking of bad beers and fucking
Yeah,
conservatives, dude, one of the new fucking politician guys who's running is also like he made a beer and he's like, this is the not woke beer.
Joe Lombardo.
No, it's this like fucking like 30 something year old guy or something. He's like running for it's not here. Uh but he's like running for some sort of like political thing,
And he made a
and
beer.
he made a beer, and it's part of his like political campaign, and he's like, I'm not woke, neither should you be, because he's like standing in front of like a woman's restroom inside at like at a park, and he's like standing
That's
outside of it, shaking his head.
that's weird.
It is so
Wait, that's an amazing meme template. Oh my god.
so
Holy
he's
crap.
holding the beer in his hand, and he's just staring in the bathroom, and he just starts shaking his head. Then he turns to the camera, and he's like, "Oh God, I gotta find the video because it's like so like what?"
It sounds insane.
Hold on, I gotta look up not woke beer.
Anti-woke beer.
Found it. I found it.
That's pretty funny. Uh,
I'm sending it to you.
hmm.
Oh yeah, and then they use like clips of
Oh wait,
Dylan
hold on. I was
Mulvaney.
just scrolling through that TikTok video you sent me about the dude with the Bud Light throwing out his Bud
Yeah.
Light. And I was just scrolling, I was just clicking through it, and I ended up on this screenshot that of the dude talking in it, and it says the clitoris has 8,000 nerve endings. Why? Why is that in there, James?
Where is that? Wait, where does it say
That is like around 40-ish seconds.
Okay, I haven't watched this clip. Like I said, I just sent it to you.
That is, what are you sending me, James? What are you
I
what are you
say
doing?
it. I didn't even look through it. I'm just like, I don't know. This guy like
What does that have to do with Bud Light? Does Bud Light have 8,000
Everything.
nerve endings, huh?
What did I do to you? What does it matter? Everything.
You're right. He like when he walks into frame, the politician, he walks into frame, he stares at like the woman symbol on the restroom, and then he shakes his head and he turns toward the camera and walks toward the camera. That was so
Dude,
good.
my favorite thing is the fucking right wingers. Every time they use this like fucking term, they're like, I'm not gonna take it from people that don't know what bathroom to use. They know what bathroom to use. You guys just don't know what bathroom they should use. It's like they know. They know.
I'm thinking these women could just use the male bathroom. Like I don't
Hey
mind.
guys, hey fellas, I think they know.
Fellas,
just
I
don't
think we should just
you
walk
do.
into the women's bathroom. We
That's
should
what,
all collectively, whenever we go to the bathroom, we should just take a second to stare at the women's bathroom plate, shake our heads, and then walk into the men's bathroom. It's not about the money, James. It's about sending a message.
and then I love that he uses footage of like Dylan advertising the Bud Light. Oh, and then he walks to
Real
the men's restroom
man.
holding the beer. I didn't even watch the full thing. He walks out of the men's best restroom holding the beer.
That's pretty good.
Dad's ultra right 100% woke free beer. And then he opens it,
Damn.
it just explodes.
I don't know who he is, but he's got my vote.
Oh, look at that. He caught a baseball.
Holy crap, dude. Is there anyone who's more manly than this guy?
Dude, I bet you he fucking missed whatever throw he just made.
You think he's got a couple mini fridges full of beer?
I think his face is so red.
Well, it's because he's sunburnt as hell.
Yeah, because
He's probably been out there filming that for
probably-
like hours.
He probably fucked up that catch a couple times.
You fucked
gonna-
up my face.
Oh wow, Jay, look at that. He's gonna hit a Bud Light with a baseball bat. Hey, thanks for buying it, dumbass. He still spent the money.
Nah, he broke into the Bud Light factory and stole that one can so he doesn't have to pay for it.
Oh my god, he's a cheater. Look, he hollowed out the bat, JD. He's a fucking cheater. Holy shit. Holy
What?
shit.
He's a cheater.
He hollowed. Also, it looks like if you pause it on the right frame, it looks like the bat is invisible. The reflection of the. This looks like a meme. It looks like he's throwing it at me. Yeah, it's
Someone needs to do
hollow.
like a YouTube poop edit of that.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
I don't know what joke that would fit into, but I feel like that would fit into a lot of things.
Okay, so what you do is you have him first walk up to the women's restroom, shake his
Wait,
head.
this is a
and then you just
FNAF.
cut to, like,
You could make him a FNAF YouTube poop where he walks into it's the ladies' bathroom, but you
It's
Photoshop.
Freddy inside of there or
You
Bonnie.
rotoscope his outfit into purple, so he looks like so he's the purple guy. He's
You
William
just
Afton.
ruined it.
And when he's using the bat to like hit Bud Light, you just put the children's head right there, so it's simulating William killing the children.
Elizabeth's head or fucking Charlie's.
Yeah, William killing the children.
This is so fucking.
And then the
What a
title above
loser.
it would be "Man Behind the Slaughter."
100% not woke beer. Oh my My God.
That's pretty
It's
funny.
it's so funny that they think like they go hard with these commercials, but it's like
It does
it's
go
the
hard. What are you
goofiest
talking about,
shit.
James? You
It goes
you looking
hard.
at that and tell me that doesn't go hard?
Yeah, here, let me let it play till the moment he walks out of the men's restroom holding the beer.
That goes hard, James. That's the
It looks
hardest
like
I've ever seen anyone
it
go.
makes it look like he's been chilling inside of there.
It's like he fucks up the take of going out of the bathroom. So he has to walk out of the bathroom like 7 times.
I forgot the
Seven
beer.
takes.
Sorry, I set it down. I don't have to drink this, do I?
It
Tastes like
reminds me of
David.
those bloopers from like the My Hero Academia English dub. And Midoriya is just like the most based
Oh my
voice
God, dude.
actor ever.
Anime bloopers are so fucking funny because it's just like it's they
Because it
play
fits in
character
like
and they start screaming.
well, even if they fuck up, they like fit the voice, their fucked up voice line into the mouth flaps. So like it looks like they actually say it.
You wanna know who has my favorite anime bloopers? The
What?
fucking the American voice actor for Klein.
It's
I
sort
love
of online.
Yes, dude. Firstly, I love Sword Art Online bloopers in general. They're so funny because there's like just a bunch of dumb inside jokes, and I think even SAO abridged like references get put in there whenever they do a blooper. But like Klein's voice actor just like devolves into screaming, but in the Klein voice. He just turns into a
Yeah, there's one
rampage.
where it was like it was Midoriya and fuck, I forgot her name. Ochaku?
Uchaka.
Ochaka. They were like
Uraka.
they were participating in that tournament, the one where you have to hit the buttons on them with
Yeah.
the balls. And she was like, "Wow, yeah, thanks. Thanks for saving me. I really messed up there, didn't I?" And Midoriya's just like, "Yeah, you did. You're gonna need a man to save you."
Bitch.
Stupid. So the Dalai Lama, you know who that is?
Yeah. Okay. So are we talking about this now?
Yes, I'm gonna segue into this with no transition.
Speaking of conservatives and
Speaking of
their
LGBTQ people,
unethical methods,
well, speaking of LGBTQ people, the Dalai Lama,
no,
he
we
pulled a
never liked
little,
them.
a little gay person. He pulled a little gay move up there on the stage.
JD, you can't say that.
I'm kidding. What happened was,
Oh,
I
sure,
think he's a
sure.
pedophile.
Yeah, like most religious people.
What? No way, James.
I'm sorry, JD, but statistics do not lie.
So what happened was, I don't know if it was like a press conference or just a normal outing that the Dalai Lama does, a little meeting that he does.
This is just something he does on the huge.
Yeah, just the huge. He
It's just the
he
usual
calls up a little
manifestation.
boy from the crowd, and like gives him like kisses, and then after he kisses him as like a greeting, I'm like that's not the weird part, I guess, you know. Except I think he kissed him on the lips actually,
Yes.
which was I don't know if that's the greeting, but yeah,
You
but
say
maybe
there's
you
nothing
could
wrong with that?
overlook it if it's just a greeting. But then he says to the kid, this little boy, who's very clearly underage, he says, "Hey, suck on my tongue." Now, I don't know if I'm not the Dalai Lama, right?
I don't know about
And
you folks, but I'm not okay with
I
this.
don't live in the same cultures the Dalai Lama lives in, but I'm pretty sure they also don't do that over there normally. So that was a bit sus. And I also didn't know this, but the Dalai Lama has like a Twitter account, and it's
Mm.
got a ton of followers on it. And he issued like a
Oh yeah.
public apology saying it was just a joke or something. It was just a prank. So I
Oh
guess
yeah.
I guess we're all good now. So yeah.
Y'all, it's just a prank. Calm down. Get shot.
It's just a prank. Calm down. It's the meme where it shows how the gun is fired. The bullet is fired from the chamber of a gun.
You didn't have to let it off.
Well, James, I mean, a lot of these. What's with these like religious figures and the little boys? Well, what's with that?
Because pedophiles find religion as a very
It
easy way
reminded
to
me of
get close
that
to
one
youth,
dude.
baptisms and shit like that. It's very easy for them to get like very integrated with youth. And so it's always very funny when that shit happens and conservatives don't speak anything on it. But then it's like drag queens are like, "Hey, we just want to like read to kids." And they're like, "No, they're pedophiles." And it's like, "Really?" And it's like, "Yeah, we care about the kids." And it's like, So why do you guys still do beauty pageants? And it's like, that's different. It's like, it's different when you sexualize kids? What do you mean?
Well, in my opinion, James, it's no different if anyone sexualizes kids, which is
No,
probably should
I'm
be the
agreeing.
norm.
That's why I'm saying, like, oh, okay, so it's okay when you say it's us doing it, but when you actually
No,
do
no,
it,
no,
then
James. You
it's
just
not
don't
fine.
understand. It's just the culture, dude. It's just the
Kitty,
culture.
I understand just fine.
Maybe not. The Dalai Lama says as he grabs that little boy by the shoulders.
Whoa!
Hey, you don't have to take it from me. There's a video of it. I didn't watch the video, but it's there.
Hey, I
It's
didn't do it.
literally it's that thing I keep telling you, James, where you're like to see JD, it happened, it happened. I'm like it's recorded. I don't know why you're saying this. It's recorded. It's
It happened,
literally
JD.
it's
Hey,
on
JD.
tape. The receipts are there. It's
Happened.
on. It's public. Everyone can see it. But you also weren't doing anything pedophilic, so I think I should put that on the record.
Oh, JD, what are you trying to accuse me of here?
I said I'm accusing you of not being a pedophile. Now thank me, say thank you, and leave.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah. So I guess the Dalai Lama just gets to get away with stuff like that.
Yeah, pedophiles always get away with this shit, man.
It reminded me of that dude on TikTok that was arguing with you, and he says, "What did he say? It was like, gays are pedophiles or something like crazy like that."
Oh, are you talking about like recently, or was it like a while ago?
No, it was a while ago, I think. Was there
fuck,
another
yeah.
one recently?
I mean, it's always JD. No matter
Okay.
where I go, they all say the same shit.
No matter where I go, I still see his face, and it's just the photo, it's the profile picture of the first guy who sent you that.
Dude, I have a new guy. He has a fucking hamburger for a profile picture who's harassing me.
Oh yeah, he's like the Whopper. It'll be funny if that's the same guy who hopped on our stream was talking about
I
Whoppers.
would lose my mind if that was the same guy.
I would
lose my mind, but no, it's not
unironically
him.
laugh. I would
Oh my god, if
unironically
it
laugh.
is him, JD, it would explain why. It's not a picture of a Whopper specifically. It's just like
Okay.
a Googled picture of a cheeseburger from
Just a
a fast food
burger.
restaurant.
Hmm.
If it was him, it would explain why he said, "Oh my god, I just looked at your profile picture." It would be like, "Oh my god, he's recognized me."
Oh no,
But yeah,
it's
that
this
one guy
man.
who's like, "All gay
You're
people are
bringing
pedophiles."
enemies
Like,
into our chat.
hold on. I met him in your chat first.
Well, I mean, at that point did you already get something like that from the burger guy? Was that after that stream?
It was after. This is very
Oh,
recent.
okay, I see.
Unless there was another burger.
Yeah,
guy
he
I
said something
fraternized
like
with.
all gay people are pedophiles or something. Didn't he say something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah. And what I can't remember what I said in
And
response.
I couldn't understand how he was so smart and made such a logical claim. I see the world differently now, James.
Yeah, you one of them. You falling in line.
One of them? You mean one of the right people?
Yeah,
There's a reason why they call him the right, James.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, I thought you were gonna play a sound effect with that silence, but you didn't do anything. I thought you were gonna go.
That's because I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked
Yeah.
in here with me.
The Pentagon secrets were leaked by a Minecrafter. Why are you laughing? That's government. Our government secrets were. Our government.
hard transition that you did.
Our
from
government
us.
secrets were leaked, and you're laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did that happen? I just saw the like thumbnails of it pop up, and
Well,
I
told
haven't
you,
watched
JD,
any of it. But maybe you have.
I went to our Minecraft server and I told him. I told him the truth.
He was arrested. I think they got him.
Yeah, they arrested my my scapegoat.
Yeah, your middleman.
Yeah. The I'm the real man behind the slaughter.
They arrested Michael when they should have arrested William.
I've seen people say that Michael got arrested.
In the FNAF lore?
Yeah, like people are like William set Michael up and that's why he never actually went to prison. And I'm like, then how do you explain anything that happens with Michael?
Well, Michael was on parole.
No, you can't just say that he's on parole without any evidence.
Oh yeah? Well, you
that's
can't just
likely
say
as-
the crying child's name is Alfred without any evidence. But
Yeah,
you
you
did
can't say
anyway.
Tom either. You can't just get EVA and then go, it's Evan without getting the N. You have to get the N.
Oh, they
Oh.
got the end.
No, they didn't. That's the
Well,
thing.
we're not talking about the FNAF lore right now, James.
No, hold on, real quick. Now that we're on this and I'm talking about this, I accidentally came across the TikTok of one of the actors for the FNAF movie, and
Oh,
they said
is it
they
one of
were
like the
complete.
side actors or?
I think she plays like one of the main characters, but she was unaware of FNAF lore and like just FNAF
Lame.
in general. She thought it was just like a quirky name for A24 movie.
Oh, she just thought the
I mean,
animatronics
a
got a bit
Blumhouse
quirky at
movie.
night, when in fact they
Yeah,
were not quirky.
she was like, yeah, I think I just booked a booked a fun little Blumhouse
James, are
movie
you
with.
okay? I think
No, JD, never.
recently your speech has been like devolving.
Yeah, that's because I'm a drunk.
You've been slurring your speech more recently. I know I've been in your streams
All
recently.
my
Your
brain
stream, by
cells
the
go to
way.
the Jay. All my brain cells go to the art.
And every time you try to read out a chat, you actually stumble over your words like multiple times.
I had to literally close my eyes
You
to
have to like
speak. Jay.
soft reset your brain in order to
I
understand how to say it.
I literally during stream I had to put my hands over my eyes and start talking to get words correct. I had to like reset
Maybe you
myself.
should get that checked out, huh?
No, I think I'm fine.
We wouldn't want you to become another one of your mother now, would we?
Hmm?
Sorry, I gotta
Anything
make
I
a call
booked a
real
little.
quick. You run out of your room, go to the nearest hotel.
Hello, detective.
Hello, detective. It's me you're looking for.
Father, it's me, Michael.
Detective Father! It's me, Michael.
So the girl, she posts a video saying me thinking I booked a fun little Blumhouse movie and Five Nights at Freddy's was just a cool name someone made up. And then the video goes on to be the Five Nights at Freddy's video game fan base somehow finding out my casting before I was even formally announced and blowing up my social media with lore I'd never heard of. And I made like a little joke comment. I'm like, if anyone asks you the name of the crying child, just don't answer. It's the safest route. And she goes, honest to God, I have no idea what that is. And then I'm like, stay that way. Stay ignorant. Never learn. It's the
I'm
safest
honestly
for you.
shocked. I'm actually shocked that somebody doesn't know what FNAF was.
I'm not.
I thought it was like everywhere.
I mean, she's young though, I'm surprised by that. But like, I'm not
Wait, how
surprised
old
that
is
not
she?
everybody knows. She seems like she's like in her early 20s, maybe.
Oh, that's pretty old.
That's us.
What are you talking about, James? That's you.
Somebody called him. Somebody said POV. The fans call him Evan or Chris, but it's not confirmed. What the fuck? Where does Chris come from? Because after I saw this comment, I kept seeing stuff that was calling him Chris.
I don't know. Probably some nerd uggo decided, hey, you know what? I think
Thank
his
you.
name is Chris and not Evan, even though there was a substantial theory about how it was
Owie.
Evan.
It's not
However,
substantial.
there was more
It's
evidence.
not
There's more
substantial.
evidence pointing toward it's Evan than it is Chris or Alfred.
But also, the evidence doesn't make sense because it's ignoring several other things that indicate that it's not that. They literally handpicked those specific numbers to use on that puzzle, and there was like 80 other numbers within the logbook. They ignored
No,
it
I
all.
don't think so.
I think I should buy the FNAF encyclopedia.
Are you actually gonna buy it and like just make a stream where you're just reading it and like trying to figure out what the crying child's name is, just so you can
So you
prove
see
me wrong?
here, you see they didn't include a page about Michael Afton, but they included a page about Charlotte Emily, and they used her book appearance and called her Henry's child. While also over here, they.
Now, who the fuck is Charlie?
Now here's my question: at what point in the games was Charlie a girl? That's right, only in Pizza.
All right, gang. So I got a real question. I got an actual question. Who here has
That's
read
right.
all the books?
That's right, me. Audiobook.
I wish they had
still,
MatPat do the audiobooks for
dude. It would
like
be
the
so much better
narration.
than who they currently fucking have. I wish they would make a new one.
Yeah,
I
they
can't
should
get
just
through
hire
it.
MatPat for it, so he could
I
just
genuinely.
do and him make him do the game theory voice that he does, his
But
narration
that's
voice.
just Five Nights at Freddy's. Thanks for watching.
But that's just a child murder. Thanks for listening. And
It
remember,
would genuinely be so much better than who they currently have narrating the Silver Eyes, because like it's so monotone and just uncharismatic. It's so
it's probably the
boring to
dude
listen to.
who's not passionate
It's a
about it
woman.
at all. And oh, sorry,
It's like an old lady.
oh my bad, it's some dude who's not passionate about it at all. And
I love that it's an old lady, but the story is literally about like 18-year-olds, and it's like you couldn't have chosen a worse person to do this.
I want to write
There's
a
no
book that
charisma
just
behind the
I
voice.
want to write a book where every sentence is like, yeah, and then James walked up, and then James jumped a couple of kids, but he failed the Riz check, and he was missing a couple of drifts, but I have it narrated by like an old person.
It's fucking
This is like the
yeah,
worst
the
thing to
actor who plays
listen
Palpatine,
to.
the narrator,
Yeah,
and
I have the
James,
Halo
he
announcer dude voice it.
just gets Steve Downes, the Master Chief voice actor. He's like an old elderly man, man. He's old.
Yeah, I get Keanu Reeves to voice it, to narrate it. Then
Dude,
I'll put in every single at the end of every single disagreement instead of saying no or I don't think so. It'll just be maybe
maybe
not.
not. Just get Arnold Schwarzenegger and then put in a bunch of words that he can't pronounce, like they did in Terminator Genesis, and he just fumbles through everything.
Yeah, make it like the worst thing.
Agogongo Zida. You
That's
see, you have
pretty
to hit
good.
the flippity whoop on the gibbity wop.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean
kinda.
that's great. You have anything else to talk about before
Um, so
we end?
a
Or
video popped up in my recommended videos, which is very funny. And I can't think of why this probably popped up other than me looking up the truck rants video for that specific screenshot they use.
mm-hmm,
But a video uploaded called "Things Get Worse for Woke Actor After Insane Breakdown." Chris Pratt's laughing at him, and then it's
mm-hmm.
like a fake tweet from Chris Pratt that says "fuck John Leguizamo," and it's
Yeah.
Leguizamo that have like huge fake tears and stuff. And then if you click on the video, it's a guy
James, you're
screaming,
well. Hold
like
on,
he's
James.
screaming.
Say that
He's probably
again.
gonna head off
You
about
broke up a
this.
bit. Say that again.
Yeah, I'm here. Okay, yeah, I was wondering. Everything
Uh,
froze on
yeah,
my end too, so I was wondering what was going on.
yeah. I mean,
Am
it's
I
just
still am I robotic?
no. You're good now. One more time from the top, James. You
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Do I still sound robotic?
No.
Okay. Everything took so long to load, and I was getting like the video in like triple, so I had to close out of all of it.
Maybe that's why you were
But
breaking up is because you were opening up that tab.
yeah, yeah. But the guy, he's just like in a chair in like this lowest part of the screen,
Hmm.
and he's just like he's like Mr. Woke Holly Pants himself, John Leguizamo is angry. He's angry that they didn't cast anyone to play a non-white character. But guess what? He casted all whiteys. That's right. And it's like, calm down, Jesus. No, no, he doesn't fucking do that.
Nah, dude, he's a passionate dude, and he's completely right. So maybe you should listen to him instead of berating him, James.
No, but what's funny is that like they can't the people that like are calling this movie woke, they can't decide whether that's the case or not. Like they're all
Which movie?
on difference. Mario.
Oh, Mario.
They're calling Mario woke because Peach can do something for herself.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Kinda.
woke actually.
Even though she still gets captured in the dumbest way. No,
I
JD,
don't think
it's
she's really
woke
woke.
because
Yeah, sure,
Mario's not
she can
tough.
run the obstacle course pretty cool, but that's
No, no,
about
no,
it.
JD. Mario isn't tough. He's a wimpy little guy who gets his ass beat all the time.
That's
Even
also
though
true.
he Mary Sue's his way into winning in the end, no matter what.
Well, I mean, he touched the
Like
invincible
literally,
star. I mean, so of course he's invincible.
the invincible star that Bowser just
But
never
literally,
used.
the entirety of the movie he gets his ass beat.
Mm-hmm. And but then at
Did
the
we
end of
not have
everything where
multiple
he's getting his
scenes
ass
of the
beat.
Mario Brothers getting their asses beat? There was the
Yeah, no,
dog
JD,
that beat up their
that's
asses.
why this movie.
There was
No, no, JD,
Donkey
that's why
Kong
this
that beat up
movie
their
is.
asses. There was the obstacle course that beat up his ass.
That's JD. That's why this movie is woke because they're just always losing, and they shouldn't be. They're the Mario Brothers, and they're here to say
Yeah.
they need to be winning always.
Yeah, I
But
mean, dude,
of
see,
course,
it's
woke
up to this
Hollywood.
woke movie that's pushing this agenda that strong men like that are actually weak, and it's just not true.
And then you got your typical
And then
white
you
knight,
got your
Toad.
strong dude character Bowser, but he's actually a simp. It's a woke movie, James. You can't deny it.
Are you JD? Have you just become your father?
I was always my father, James.
You're over here like Peaches isn't even a good song.
Because it's sung by a simp.
Peaches, 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 peaches. Ow, ow.
Well, James, that it then? Or?
Except for me.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else
I
to
mean, I've
bring
been.
up.
Oh yeah, I've been drawing. I'm drawing the for the FNAF script. I've been drawing all the characters.
Yeah. When are you gonna stop drawing?
Never. This is my burden I
Never.
carry until I can draw every character that's ever
You
been
know,
in FNAF, including the books.
I was just was it lurking in your chat for most of your stream earlier,
Yeah.
and when that person came on and was talking to you about the whole PNG and live duty thing,
I saw it
I heard you
coming.
say that, you son of a bitch. I heard
What'd
you
you hear
say
me
that to
say?
me.
What'd you hear me say?
I think you said something along the lines of like, oh, you know, and JD was like, JD, my friend is just, you know, cares so much about this, and you know, yeah,
Well, I was trying to be like, I don't care about it, but you know who does? My friend JD, and guess what? You can go over to his channel on YouTube and go like, I was
yeah,
trying to
and he
like,
was berating me about something, and
yeah, JD, he's just such a fucking loser, and I'm like, JD, I'm better than you.
but I like how most
Get
of the
on my
people who,
level.
I like how a lot of the people who show up in your chat, they say hello, and that's like the only message they have, or they
I
they say hello
I
and then they
can't tell
immediately
what's
leave.
going on. It's the first guy that got me. Like that's what tripped me up. Is when the first guy showed up and he's like, "Hello," and I typed back "hello," and he's like, "Oh, not talking." Okay, I guess. And I'm like,
Not a fan
"Sorry,
of
I just
talking,
wanted
I see.
to." I was like, "Sorry, I just kind of wanted to draw." I didn't want to
Yeah, and then he
talk.
leaves, and the second person comes in and says it says like the same format as like the first guy.
Right, and that's when I was like, "Am I like, are these bots? What's going on?"
He says hello and then he leaves, and then some other like the third dude comes in. He's handsome and he says the same thing, and then the streamer
Why'd you
just
say
starts
he's
berating him for
handsome?
some reason, and I don't know what that was about.
Why'd you call him handsome?
Well, because he is.
Yeah, who is he?
Yeah, it was me.
Oh. I'm sorry, JD, but no,
Maybe not.
it was me, JD. It was me all
Yeah,
along.
and then anybody who actually comes in and tries to strike up a conversation just tries to sell you something in the end.
Oh yeah, no, I knew immediately when they just kept talking and they were asking me about the PNG stuff. I'm like, oh, it's gonna just not end, huh? It's gonna be them trying to sell me something, and when I say no, they're gonna like just not talk again.
What do you mean? That's not, I'm sure that person stayed.
Sorry, I
Maybe.
don't buy your PNGs.
Sorry, I'm not gonna buy your stupid PNG rigs that cost $500 to rig just to
I,
torso up.
I think they definitely didn't want me to Google it.
They wanted to get your verbal agreement on their product right there. You gotta
Yeah,
respect the hustle, James.
they were like, we can entrap him if he says yes.
Maybe you should learn how to do 2D rigging for PNGs and just sell your services for
Yes,
that much money.
sell my shitty art.
No, not shitty. Stylized.
Yeah, my PNGs, my little fridge drawings.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, James,
Well,
I guess
Jamie,
that's it then.
yeah, man. I
If
gotta
you
go
guys
crack
enjoyed,
open a Bud Light real quick.
you should subscribe, and you can catch us every Sunday, as long as you got the
Sunday?
notifications on, I guess.
Hold on, JD, did you say every Sunday?
I did say every Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Take us out, James.
So, there's no real evidence to point to Prime Show having any real